Hi, I'm Omar.
And I'm Mia, and this is Hey, That's on Netflix, Instant Watch, where we tell you stuff to watch on Netflix Instant Watch.
Now, recently we've been doing a lot of pop culture, geeky stuff, so we wanted to have a more mature episode. Thusly, this week we are doing a Baroque-inspired...
Omar, all the Cartoon Network shows were just added to Netflix Instant Watch.
Oh, well never mind, we're just doing a cartoon special then.
Yeah!
That's right, a bunch of those excellent cartoons that we love have just been added to Netflix Instant Watch, so we're going to tell you the ones that we really recommend.
Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, and Samurai Jack were all just added, which are all by Johnny T. I can't say his last name, so I'm just going to call him Johnny T, but he's amazing, and these are all cartoons that we grew up with. Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls are super hilarious, and P.S. the animation for Samurai Jack is beautiful.
A lot of other cartoon shows have been added. Cartoon was like that first generation of Cartoon Network shows. But stuff like Cow and Chicken, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Johnny Bravo have been added to Netflix Instant Watch. Fun fact, Cow and Chicken is my dad's favorite cartoon.
Also, I wish that we didn't already make our DC Comics hipster Netflix episode because they just added Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Oh my god, those would have totally made our top 5 list, especially JLU, which is a superhero show I really like.
They also added Batman Beyond and Batman Brave and the Bold, which are 2 amazing Batman cartoons. Also just found out at WonderCon that Terry was actually Bruce's son.
When at WonderCon did you learn this?
I overheard it at one of the figurine booths.
I really want to see like a hashtag overheard at WonderCon.
I think a lot of it really sad. Micronauts? Why did I buy Micronauts?
For the more adult cartoon watcher, they also added Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Robot Chicken, and Venture Brothers. I say adult, but I mean they're just more weird and more mature. They're like Adult Swim style instead of the old-fashioned nostalgic cartoons. So viewer beware.
Now, if you want to watch something equally as weird, but, you know, something that's safe to watch while babysitting, they added Chowder. A really interesting Cartoon Network show that kind of fell between the cracks. Not a lot of people saw it, but it's still very excellent.
Another Cartoon Network show that may have fallen in the cracks a little bit is Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. As you may or may not know, I love monsters, like love them. So I watched Foster's when it was on TV, even though I was probably a little too old to be watching Foster's or any cartoons at that time.
Regular Show was also added to Netflix Instant Watch. What kind of show is this? It's a show I watched a lot of while I was unemployed. That's all I need to say about that.
Also more on that superhero-y note, Ben 10 was just added. What sold me on Ben 10 was that I didn't know what I was watching when I was flipping through channels one time, and there was a very clear Doctor Who parody going on with like an alien that ate paradoxes and then a man in a trench coat with a British accent running through time, and I was like, sold.
And finally, Netflix has Adventure Time.
Adventure Time!
Now, if you are really into Adventure Time, you have stopped watching this and you're just clicked and went on to Netflix and watched Adventure Time. But if you're one of those people who's like, why is Adventure Time so big? Why is everyone talking about Adventure Time? It's because it's one of the best cartoons in the history of cartoons.
It's kind of back to that Renaissance age that we remember cartoons being super good, like Rocco and Hey Arnold, but it's its own thing. I mean, you've probably seen so many costumes and fan art of Adventure Time, and for good reason. It's basically like Hey Arnold, but in a crazy fantasy world.
If you were one of those kids who played with sticks and pretended there were swords and that your treehouse was a magical kingdom, all I can say is, welcome back.
There you go. It's as though Netflix has answered our pleas and come to the rescue.
I'm actually tired. I'm actually exhausted from listing all those.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
What are your favorite cartoons? Go ahead and leave your answers in the comments below.
And were you at WonderCon this weekend? Because we were, and it was so much fun. So if you were, tell us about it somehow. Comments, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr.
I got a figurine of Arthur's mom from the hit PBS show Arthur.
My favorite thing I got from WonderCon was this Doctor Who like pocket watch with the Gallifreyan symbols. P.S. Much Ado About Nothing. We saw some scenes of it. It's gonna be so good.
Alright guys, we'll see you next week for our 100th episode. Bye.
Yeah. You mean Stickly? The poor sap that we all watched waterboarded in between episodes of a show about wieners and kids getting kidnapped by Aztecs? Move it, football head!